batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Normally on full-scale dehydration mode for the trip, but
yeah,
I'm already pretty much to the point of dehydrated. I'm gonna have to drink some stuff. But we've got a big nozzle.
Don't worry, I got Spark. I'll have to feed.
We can just do a 70-mile-an-hour whiz.
You can turn that pea Gatorade back into pee.
I know. It's gonna be kind of dangerous.
It's a good drink for you, isn't it?
I'm gonna pee right quick. Okay, so yesterday I was still sick and I get cold really easy, and I was so scared because I knew we were gonna come up here and get cold in the stand. Like last night I was getting the groceries out of the car and I started shaking because I couldn't control it, and I was like, if it's this way right now, when we're freaking in a tree stand, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm not gonna be able to hold it together. But hopefully that is over.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it just then, so
it's good.
hopefully.
It's good.
So you're saying that like our two permission properties are going to kind of be like where we're going to be today, huh?
I think that's what it looks like to me. I mean, I don't think that our other properties really set up for the wind, but the only other option is, you know, on Dad's place, like we talked about earlier. But I just, like I said, I don't really want to do that while you still have a tag if we got other places, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, but for like a hunt, I don't mind doing that, just being straight cameraman.
Yeah.
It means I have less to carry in.
That's true. Well, it's the thing. Here's the thing is that I think is that if we hunt the treed up property, I feel like we have the ability to get in there a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Get set up a lot quicker, and on a hunt where we're flying in the day of pretty much, and trying to do some stuff, like I almost feel like that the other property is going to be like a long walk in, and possibly we can't find a tree that's small enough to hang in.
And we're going to bump into deer on the way in, and we're never going to get through like happened last time.
Right. So it's almost like if we do that, are we just going to mess things up for the rest of the trip in there or whatever?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It might be a place where like you want to go in the dark in the morning to go get set up or whatever, so you're not bumping deer.
Right.
You know, and even though it's
we've seen some good morning hunts there.
Oh man, it's been real good. I mean, that's when I shot the deer this morning.
Right.
And so I think that could definitely be a good thing. And it seems like too, like the bucks over there in the mornings were cruising, and in the evenings were locked up. You know. So
yeah. Right.
I know it's a couple weeks later, but it could be the same situation.
Sure.
Well, I think that the treed up property is probably going to be like our best bet for efficiency and also like working with our wind and stuff.
Yeah. Do we hunt on that north slough, or do we hunt the treed up stuff?
Well, there's also where we can split up and one of us go in each spot.
It's true.
Which might not be the best for camera work, but it might be the best for trying to get a deer killed.
Right.
So
it's not a bad idea, really. I think that should be our plan for the evening.
That is a tentative plan, unless
you can call somebody.
Get some calls made. They might get a permission somewhere.
Yeah. That's wheat inside
that's our property.
Corn type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wheat. Look at all them brushy junkies.
Ain't nothing like a good old brushy junkie.
I love brushy. Are those goats free ranging out there?
I don't think so. I think they're kind of restricted, but they might be. Hold on, I think I see a deer.
Day one, K.C. and I decided to split up on our friendly farm that we got permission on last time we were up here. The wind's not great for me, but I feel like it's pretty good for him, especially considering right now he's got about 5 deer directly upwind of him. I'm sitting on the edge of an old wheat field that's not in production anymore, but I'm within probably 200 yards of actual wheat, sitting on the edge of a shelter belt, and I feel like I stand a good chance. There's some really big buck tracks down here in front of me at like 10 yards, and then I've got a trail that comes right under my stand right here at like 3 yards that's been used. It snowed a little bit up here, and there's tracks in the snow, so it looks good for me. My wind's blowing back this way, which is kind of in between bedding over here to the west and this trail coming in from the south. Maybe just, you couldn't even call it east really, it's pretty much south. so I've got this north wind kind of cutting right in between them. I hope that works for me, and I hope I get a shot tonight, because probably 400 or 500 yards from here, last time we were up here, we saw a really good buck. So we'll see if he comes by tonight. Either way, I feel excited about this hunt.
I successfully found a tree that requires 0 climbing sticks, so that's cool. It's a wispy little willow tree. I really like this spot because we saw does working right in front of this thing a couple weeks ago when we were here. We only got to hunt this place once, so we don't know how the deer use it completely, but I do know that this is a good spot. Back here behind me, I've got some really good CRP. Right here in front, I've got a little bit of wheat in the corner of this pivot. I can see Tyler across the way over here on the shelter belt. We're both self-filming tonight, kind of spreading out, trying to maximize our efficiency on this property. A couple things I do have working against me. It is brighter than ginger legs out here today, and I'm gonna have to be real still and rely on my camo to keep me pretty concealed up in this tree and only move when I have a shot opportunity, which is really gonna stink because in country like this, you really want to look around a lot. So I'm gonna have to balance that because I need to be looking around a lot to make sure that there aren't deer sneaking in on me. B, I'm kind of out in the open. This tree's got a lot of good little wispy cover, as you can see, up here behind me. But I'm sure I'm somewhat of a gray blob up in the top of this tree. Hopefully, it works out well and we can get a deer to walk within about 25 yards of this spot. Apparently these people think it's a good idea to work on their box blinds 2 days before rifle season. I've still got one doe at like 90 yards right here looking over at them. She's not too spooked, but gosh, you can't even catch a break when you're on private.
There's a buck over here to my west. He looks really good. I can't tell much about him because he's kind of towards the sun. I can see shine hitting his antlers, the sunshine hitting his antlers and stuff here and there. He looks pretty good. I rattled as hard as I possibly could. It was hurting my hand so bad, and I could not get him to hear it, so hoping he turns and comes this way and gets a little bit closer, so maybe I can rattle at him again. But other than that, I really don't have any hope for him tonight, probably. Kind of feeding right now. See if he gets any closer.
Well, that's not what you want to do. I just had a freaking Deer-Nado on top of my head. There were like 12 or 13 of them right on top of me, like right underneath me. And finally they soft spooked, which is, the best outcome it could have been. Hold on. Looks like a 3-year-old, but I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna grunt just to see what happens.
Yeah.